All right, guys, I'm here with Nick, and we had a good workout, huh?
You too, coach.
Yeah, it was
Pretty
fun.
good.
So what we want to do, I want to give you guys something different that you might not have seen before. So Nick and I did some stuff that would be very good for your lower back, okay?
Yes.
So what we started with was 3 different exercises for the stomach. So we did 1 minute of a rotating exercise. They're called landmines, where you put a barbell in there and you rotate. I know you like that one, right?
I very like it.
Yeah.
It's helped a lot on my backhand. I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
imagine when I hit
exactly.
the backhand
Yep.
like this and then the
Yeah,
forehand.
yeah.
And when I put the weights on,
Uh-huh.
I think it's helped for me to get a little bit more power.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the main thing.
So that's the whole idea, guys, connecting it with tennis. Now, if Nick or I are playing a lot of tennis, I wouldn't do this all the time because you're already rotating and all that. It's more of an off-season thing, but I thought this would be good for him to know because I'm trying to give Nick a lot of information so he can work out on his own too, right?
Yeah.
So that was a good one. And then we did our hanging, leg kicks with bicycle kicks.
Yes.
Yep. And then our knees up at the same time.
Yes.
That's always a really good one. You're doing better at that. I feel like you're getting stronger. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Feel really tight on the abs, but I try to do like 10 of those.
Yeah, that's good.
But the thing is, try not to drop your leg down.
Right.
Don't drop your leg down like too long, like a few seconds, and then put it up again.
Yep. So if you guys want to know how strong you are, this one would be a really good one because if you can get your knee to your elbow like that, while you're hanging, then you probably have pretty good ab strength. Okay. And that's going to protect you from back injuries because if your stomach is weak, your back is going to take over. Okay. So if you have a weak stomach, your spine needs to feel stabilized, so it's going to use the back more and more, and then you're going to have a tight back, and you'll have issues with that. Okay, so that's why we want to get the stomach stronger. Yeah. We also did some ab wheels, and the whole idea is, Nick tried to get his head all the way down, kind of like kiss the ground, and almost got it. Close, seriously, very close. Tough. So that's a good one to do for you guys to test out your strength as well. I like the ab wheel just because it's not a rotating exercise. Yes, we did one rotation with the landmine, but the others are not rotational exercises. So that allows us not to get hurt in the gym because we're doing a lot of rotation in tennis, right?
Yes.
So try to avoid that. So anyways, did a circuit for that, did 1 minute of each one for a total of 3 minutes while Nick was on the bike or I was jump roping. Either way, we got our heart rate up and just kind of went through that for a couple rounds. Mm-hmm. And then I wanted to show Nick 2 different exercises that would allow him to lift heavy weights for his legs without loading his spine. So what I mean by that is when you're putting weight on your shoulder or even the front squat we did before, or maybe I haven't shown you, but when I do show you, it's going to be like loading the spine with the weight up here, right? So or in the back, and that can hurt the back. It can put a lot of pressure on it. So these 2 exercises allow you to lift heavy weights without that happening. So the hex squat, literally the shape of the bar that we go in is a hexagon, and we're just lifting in a deadlift position, right? So we're kind of here, and then I am not loading my back up at all. So I'm here and able to lift. Very easy to lift heavy weight without compromising the back. As long as we keep our back straight, which Nick did a really good job of, because the whole idea is that at first he would start lifting. And if you guys feel that you're lifting like this and your back goes like that before you start lifting, you're lifting too heavy, you should be able to keep your back from moving as you're doing this, like this, instead of this motion, okay?
Like leaning.
Yeah, so he did a good job with that. And the last one was called a split squat. So we just used a barbell and went in between it and lifted the weight straight up, straight down. Now, when you guys do this, it's kind of like where your hands should naturally be if you pinch your shoulders back, because tennis players have really bad posture. We're like this.
Yeah.
Especially if you work on the computer, you have a desk job.
True.
Everything is forward on the computer,
like this,
and then your tennis is forward. So you guys got to learn to back like this, right? Now where my hands are is where I'm going to put the barbell, and then I'm going to be lifting from this position, not from this position. Okay. Yeah. Nick did a really good job of that as well. It's a good way of loading the legs without compromising the spine. So did you like those 2?
I really like those 2. Okay. The hexagon is kind of uncomfortable at first, but if you can find the balance between
the split. Oh, the balance. Yes, that's a good point.
So and use a little bit of the thigh and the butt muscle. It's help a lot if you for you to move up.
So what he's saying for the hexagon, when you guys lift it, if you don't put your weight or your hands, if you don't put your hands right where the weight is, if you put it too in front or too behind, it will tilt either way. And that's where he's saying it was tough to find that position where it was perfectly balanced. And then also, Nick, you did find the split squats position better once you kind of put it more in like where your arms naturally be. They were too in front of you at first, and then I felt like you found that you were crushing it after that.
Very comfortable. After the second try. Third try,
And guys, like the whole idea is like, doesn't this look familiar? Like tennis, right? Like you're gonna hit a forehand backhand. Like, so you might as well load this position with weight, and then you can get stronger in this position, so you can do it longer, and you can get under the ball a little better and move. Okay, so that's the whole idea here. Thought this was a great exercise, or this great workout for you guys to think about doing without compromising your stomach or your back, so you can strengthen your stomach, strengthen your legs without putting too much pressure on the back. Okay. So, hey, good job, Nick.
Thank you, Coach.
Good training. And now you guys give it a try. All right. Happy training.
Thanks.